to another episode of Built Different podcast with Levi Warner. Today I got my buddy Kris Brester, the owner of KAB sports cards.
Yeah.
For the goofballs that like Pokemon cards and that kind of stuff. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Let's kind of just give us a quick intro and how you got into the card business.
I mean, I kind of collected cards growing up when I was little. Got out of it, like when I was in high school, and then I opened in 2012. I was doing trucking brokerage at the time and kind of got back into it. I don't even know how I got back into it. Started buying some packs, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll open a shop, little side hustle thing, and then it kind of took off. And I first moved over to, we were at 710 Grand.
Oh.
Like the LeGrand building.
Yeah.
The first spot I had was on the bottom. It's like 600 square feet, tiny little deal. And I was there for like 2 weeks, and then we moved upstairs to a bigger spot because it kind of took off, and I had no idea. So, yeah, once we did that, I just kind of quit doing the trucking stuff. And
it's a huge business. I didn't realize how big a business it had gotten because I haven't been in that realm in 30 years because I'm old. But I'm shocked I came and saw you at your card show a couple months ago. I'm shocked how many people were there and just like how big an industry it is.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The card shows have been great here. I mean, we started them, and it's been like 3 years I think we've been doing them. And we were doing like 2 a year, and now we're bumping it up to 4 a year. Because we sold out the last one a couple months ago. We've been down at the DoubleTree downtown, and we kind of outgrew it, unfortunately, because they've treated us great. But we had 95 tables at this last show, and we had like 35 on the wait list.
Wow.
So we're moving to the Billings Billings Hotel Convention Center. That's going to be September 5th.
Fantastic.
And we'll have probably 120 tables for that one.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. And so most of our listeners are building businesses or just getting started or want to build a business. So let's kind of get into the business of it. Obviously, everybody knows, buy low, sell high, but that's not always the case. What are some ways that people can kind of think of how that business works? Because I know like people rip packs or they buy and hold their packs. Kind of explain it to me like I'm a moron because I really don't know that much.
So the cool thing is there's so many ways to collect, right? Some people love to rip packs. You're probably not the most profitable. It's fun, but if you're if you buy singles, that's usually the best way to spend your money. There's you can buy on eBay, you can buy at the shop, and we always have like rotating inventory for singles because I go to a lot of national shows. And then other than that, packs, we have boxes. There's all kinds of different avenues.
When I buy a lot of rental houses, and I don't really buy it for the cash flow. I buy them for the appreciation value. So, and I'm a big Kobe fan. So if I come in and buy a Kobe card from you, should I expect that to appreciate if you know what you're looking at?
Yeah, the basketball market, especially like Kobe and Jordan, like Kobe stuff's exploded. Yeah. I mean, it's up, 300% in like the last year. A lot of his stuff, like his autos and like the harder to find stuff. So that's what I'm personally buying right now and stockpiling is a lot of Kobe stuff. I still collect my Niners and like the other fun stuff, but the Kobe market right now is just crazy. Like any of the cool basketball stuff is definitely the smart buys right now. So,
and I'm kind of shocked that because like when we grew up, it was like all baseball cards. Mm-hmm. Football was you'd get a few, when in the football season, but I was always baseball, and I think that's the way the majority was. And you get a 50-cent pack and get a shitty piece of gum.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's crazy for us here. Like for sealed product, baseball, football are easily the two biggest we sell. Basketball this last year, it seems like it's really dependent on the rookie class. In the 2019 year when Zion and Ja came up, I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
We were having people call us, from all over, like, hey, do you have any basketball in stock? And I mean, it kind of just blew up then. And
that's a good point. So, like, if you're looking at like when Cooper came out, and like you kind of see that coming ahead. So you're buying whatever you can because you think there's going to be a superstar.
Yeah, like the Wemby class was great, and that class last year, it looks like it's going to be. I mean, you can have like 5 or 6 stars, which is crazy. So I think this next year's class is going to be good too. So
So that's funny. So yeah, a guy like me that watches a ton of NCAA basketball, you're watching and kind of grading what's kind of come out.
Oh yeah. You kind of know like who's the lottery guys, who's going to be the number one pick. And yeah.
Baseball will probably be harder because with the farm systems and all that kind of stuff.
Baseball's a total like. It's crazy when you collect baseball because there's like the prospecting side, and then you're collecting the guys that are in the game right now.
Yeah.
And the Hall of Famers. So like the prospecting side, you can make a lot of money on it, but you can also get burned if you're holding.
Oh yeah.
Because you just never know. A lot of these guys are getting their first cards when they're 16, 17 years old.
For sure.
And we don't know what they're going to be like.
Do they sell just like rookie sets?
Yeah, so they do like a factory like box set.
Yeah.
So like Base Tops has like Series 1, Series 2, and it'll come out, it's like 600 cards. A lot of people buy them and put them away. There's not anything that's in there that's like short printed though.
Right.
So it's, really with baseball, you're looking for a guy, it's like their first Bowman, which would be like their first card in their pro uni. It'll have like the first on it. And then once they get into the league, they'll have their actual first rookie card. So it's kind of
a crapshoot.
Yeah, it's kind of cool with both those, but it's, kind of my rule with Bowman is if a guy's already crazy hyped and his cards are really expensive, I'm going to sell them, like sell into the hype. If they're low, like, why would I sell a prospect card for $5 when we don't know what he's going to be in 5 years? Yeah, if he comes up and tears it up. And when they get called up, you usually have like a real small window where, Jackson Holiday was one that he got called up. He was so young and he tore it up right away. His cards were through the roof. Then he went on a little cold streak and his cards dropped dramatically. So a lot of people made a bunch of money in that small little window. But
absolutely, that's fun. So when I first met Kris, we bonded because we're both lifelong Braves fans. Both of our sons have the same middle name after Andrew Jones, which is funny. And so they just called up a rookie shortstop.
Yeah, Jarvis.
And he's doing well.
Yeah.
And so we should be buying all he's kick a butt. We should be buying all his shit.
It's crazy with him because he's kind of been like not say lifelong minor leaguer, but he's been in the minors for a while. He's like 25 years old.
Yeah.
So, but right now we'll take whatever we can get. I still think they might make a trade for a shortstop.
Yeah.
But
because they traded or didn't sign our favorite guy, Dansby.
Yeah, I know. How sad. We have a dog named Dansby after him, and now he's a Cub. Yeah.
It's rough. When you're starting a shop, because when I was like, junior high-ish, there was one like creepy dude that owned a card shop up in the Heights, Diamond Dave.
I remember going in there.
Yeah, and I'm a Heights kid, so we'd go in there all the time. But like you always felt a little dirty buying something from Diamond Dave. I'm sure that no girls ever went in there, but I'm guessing like you build a clientele, and people will come to you based on reputation and your customer service.
For sure, yeah. I think with ours, it's like, have the right product you want to have, and you want to have it priced good, because if you've got product but it's so expensive, nobody's going to buy it. And then just having like, a lot of my sports guys, we're kind of split because we do sports and we do gaming, right? I'm not big into the gaming side. I have my employees that know it really well.
Yeah.
The sports is what I love, but the gaming stuff sells really well, so we sell it.
Oh, so, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the relationships probably beat the transactions. You're not trying to hit a home run. You're just trying to get a lifelong customer.
For sure, yeah. We go to so many shows, and I know a lot of my guys that I know what they are looking for single-wise, so I'll bring stuff back, and I don't even put it out. I just tell them, like, hey, this is what we got, and then they'll come in, like, it's pretty easy on that front to get the good repeat customers as long as you're, having good service, I guess.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Yeah. How does the market change? It changed a ton from when we were kids, when there was Tops and a few others that came out. Now there's tons of them. So I'm guessing your market changes quite a bit.
Yeah, so in the last few years, we've had Tops has been around forever, right? Then Panini, Upper Deck. Those are like the big three now, but Panini's kind of fallen off. So Tops, Fanatics acquired Tops. They came out. Now they have the exclusive for MLB. They have NFL and NBA, and also now a bunch of the soccer stuff. So Panini's had soccer forever, like the World Cup stickers. In 2030 now, Tops is taking over the World Cup stuff also, which is pretty cool. So we're direct with Tops, which you couldn't. Like now, you can't even get direct. Like if you want to open a new store, they're not even taking new accounts.
Okay.
So, but that's great because we get the product direct from them, which is nice. We don't have to go through distributors for that kind of stuff now. So
that's fun. So obviously there's risk and reward, just like every business. But like, where do you get the knowledge to, like, are you looking at websites? Are you like researching, or like eBay? Like, where's the best spots to look?
Yeah, I mean, as far as like for prices, we use Card Ladder, which is a great one, and then that's for singles because that'll pull. It's a paid subscription, but you can see what stuff sells for on eBay. A lot of the auction houses tie into that, Alt, Fanatics. So then you just get, I mean, you have more info, because if you're buying stuff at the wrong prices, the wrong comps we call them, you're going to get cooked. I mean, that's, if you're not buying smart, if a card sells consistently at $80 and you value it at 100 and then you pay 80, I mean, you're not going to make any money.
Yeah.
So and then we use Wax Stat as another one, and it's pretty awesome. It ties in like a bunch of stores. You can see essentially their inventory and what they're selling sealed product for. So that's pretty cool. Then you kind of know the market, if it's a $500 box, I usually try to have it on my shelf a little under that, especially on the first wave. I want to beat any of the online stuff. But once we restock, it is what it is at that point. So.
Yeah, explain to me the grading. You hear this all the time about grading.
Yeah, so, I mean, PSA is number one. Right now, though, their backlog is so crazy. They told us about them, I guess it's been a month now, a month and a half. They had 10 million cards in their backlog waiting to be graded. So they sent out a thing, they're like, hey, in 5 days, we're shutting off all of the bulk and the value, so like the cheaper stuff, because you could get stuff graded for $25 to $30. It would take like 4 months to come back, but still, it's cheaper. So they paused all that, and now the cheapest you can go with him is $80 a card.
Oh, wow.
But in that like 5 day span, they took in like 4.5 million more cards. So we got up to 14.5 million.
Right.
And I mean, for me, I love the grading side, because if you have a card that raw, we call it raw, if it's not graded, it's $100. If it's a PSA 10, it might sell for $1,000. So that's where it's like worth it if you're also grading the right stuff. But Beckett is another one, CGC, SGC. So there's Tag is another one. There's probably 5 big like reputable ones that will buy their slabs. There's also a lot of guys that just grade cards in their basement, and I don't get that. But it's kind of crazy, because you can buy the stuff to do it, but it's like there's no name behind it, right?
Right. It doesn't hold any value.
No, that's basically like the raw value.
Tommy in his mom's basement.
That's what it is.
It doesn't
hey,
hold a lot of.
I'll slab all your cards for $5 and put 10s on them. No, that doesn't really work. But yeah.
So you do a lot of traveling. You go to these shows all the time.
Yeah.
And what are you looking for when you just told me you're going to New York, Omaha, Chicago?
Yeah.
Are you there buying or selling or both?
Yeah. So we mainly go to shows to buy, right? You can sell the stuff anywhere, and we do sell. We have a full table set up there, full booth. But the main thing, you go like I usually have like 2 or 3 tables, and my table where I sit, I've got a banner that says buying on it. And then I sit there with my laptop, and just people, usually we have a line. They'll bring their stuff, we'll look through it, I'll pick out what I want to buy, make them offers, and then, the goal is every show to buy inventory.
Nice. So when Ashley brings her weirdo Pokemon set, you're the guy.
Yeah, bring it, we'll buy it. We buy every day, so, yeah.
Cool, we'll do a little rapid fire. This would be kind of fun, because we're going to talk about sports probably a little more than we should.
Perfect.
We'll start out with, if someone were to get started, just, off the bench and wanted to get started, where would you start? And you kind of just did this with me and my son, because he wanted to get into it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like, you always kind of want to like gauge like price point, where you want to be at on stuff. If you want to rip packs, you can do that. Or if I have a lot of, in the shop, we have a bunch of bins that are all separated by team. So if you want to come in and buy singles of whatever team, like $5 and under, you can dig through that stuff. We sell a ton of that stuff. I have guys that come in every week, and we always are stocking that. But then also, the crazy thing is you can spend $25 on a small box, or you can spend $5,000. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's kind of all over the place. So I think it really depends on like what budget you want to get into. And I always try to get people like, buy some singles of guys you like, and then you can rip for fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's fun. Like I would buy a bunch of Kobe's. Obviously, Chipper Jones is my favorite baseball player. Yeah. So those are the things that I would look for, because I'm kind of a sports dork. So What do you like buying the singles better, or do you like ripping them?
I like to buy the singles. I mean, we'll rip. Usually when we do rip, it's for content.
Yeah.
You know, for our Instagram and TikTok. Every day my kids are there. They're like, let's rip some today. Let's rip some today. I'm like, no, I can't rip everything or I'd go broke.
Right.
You know, that's the way. I have a lot of customers who are like, I could not be in here every day and own this because I would rip all the stuff. I'm like, well, you wouldn't be in business long if you did that.
Right.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
What are the biggest mistakes that you're seeing people make?
I mean, like holding stuff too long. Like that's like my number one thing I tell my customers, like sell into the hype, because especially when a new product comes out, if you pull when Cooper Flag is the very first one, we had the Tops Rip Night at my shop, and it was the first product Tops had had for basketball in quite a few years. Had a guy pull the Cooper Flag auto that night, and he's like, should I send it and grade it? I'm like, no, you should put it on eBay right now. And I think he ended up getting like $1,700 for it.
Wow.
That card now is like $400.
Oh, okay.
So usually it's like you can sell immediately, especially if you're first to market on it. You're going to be, you're going to get the most, and then it kind of trickles down from there. But then I tell them, like, go back and buy it in 6 months if you really want the card. Like, you're going to be able to go back and get it for much cheaper.
Think about when Zion came out.
Oh.
He might have been the most hyped that came out in the last decade.
I mean, maybe of all time. Like, it was crazy.
And I had to cheer against him because I'm a Tar Heel fan. And
hey, I'm Duke. Go Duke. I'm a Duke guy.
So I bet you like his card was probably crazy, and now it's probably worth the bubble gum that came in the pack that don't come in the packs anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at some of the cards of his, like just his base Prism, like a PSA 10 of that was probably up to like $2,000. They're probably like, I don't know, $30 now.
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy. But that's the nature of it, right? Guys think this is going to be the greatest player, and turns out he's not.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, one card you think every collector should own.
I mean,
I'm going to shoot from the hip. I would say Michael Jordan, probably.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you could afford the '86 Fleer, or that's the big dog. But I think one of the most iconic ones for me is the '89 Upper Deck Griffey. Still pretty reasonable, but that's a card I grew up like. That was the one you wanted. I mean, it was, that. Even to this day, if I buy them every day, they come in and they still sell. And it's raw or graded of that one. It's kind of all over the place.
What does that one go for?
Raw, it's probably like $60, kind of depending on condition. But like PSA 10s are way up there because they're very hard. That's the thing back then. The technology when they're cutting the cards, so when they grade, it's centering is a big thing, and a lot of those were off center. Like you can open a box and get. 3 Griffies out of her 5, and like all of them are so off centered, they're never going to grade high. But it's like centering, edges, corners, and surface. Okay. That's how the 4 parameters when they grade stuff. So
yeah, what's the most underrated sports card right now?
Underrated, man.
I guess with the World Cup soccer.
I mean, soccer's very hot right now. I think even guys like Messi, his cards. Like you're getting more now people into soccer, especially with the World Cup being here. We've sold more soccer this year than I ever have in my shop by a mile.
I know I've watched more soccer than I ever have.
Me too, yeah.
Can't get into it.
I don't really understand. I mean, it's cool when they score.
Yeah.
When they don't, I'm like, man, you're just running around a lot.
My theory is take 2 or 3 players off each team and it'd be a much more fun sport to watch.
When they do, it's insane what they can do with the ball, though. Like some of those goals I've seen, like that would not be me.
No.
I know that.
No, I'm built for tackle sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, like an overrated sport that people are kind of sleeping on?
Like underrated?
Yeah.
I think still like NHL stuff is not quite there. I mean, golf is another one, but there's just not a lot of good golf products. Upper Deck does it, but it's, I don't know. I think hockey is one that in a lot of places is big. Here it's not super big for us in our market, but, overall, you go to a show in Denver, and there's tons of hockey.
Oh, I bet.
So yeah.
Are they hard to find the prospects, or is it kind of like who's going to?
No, you kind of know. Like every year, the rookie class. It's hard to get the the generational kind of talent. Like Bedard was the last crazy one, I think, where there was a ton of hype over his stuff. And every year you usually get like 1 or 2 guys that are pretty good. But yeah, the hockey market I think is, I guess, undervalued some of it. So.
What's your favorite athlete and your favorite card that you have?
Kobe for sure. I don't know. I mean, I just picked up a Noise Boys, which is a really tough like insert. That's probably my favorite one right now. Any of the Kobe autos, I don't know. I've been buying up just random rare stuff of his. So.
Yeah.
And then I have a huge Brock Purdy collection, more than I should. I mean, so yeah, I need them to win a Super Bowl. That'd be cool.
That'll help you out a lot. Yeah. What's the most valuable card that you've bought or sold?
Like single one, just like a few weeks ago in Nashville, we bought I was there with another buddy of mine, Jared, and we bought it was 85 star Jordan.
Oh.
It was like a right around a $20,000 card. We bought it at the show and flipped it like in an hour and made like $2,000 on it.
Nice.
But I usually don't do the really, really high end stuff. It's just tougher to like, to hold and, I mean, more like the sweet spot for me is $100 to like 2,000. Like that's the stuff that's, I guess it's just more liquid. You can move it quicker. So.
I would think that I would be too impulsive. You've seen me gamble. Like
I've seen me gamble too. I know, yeah.
We have been kicked out of a casino together. Well, your wife got us kicked out.
Yeah.
But I would, but I think everybody's like that too. So they probably, they come in there thinking they're going to get $500 for a card. You're like, I'll give you $350, and they're like, well, I plan on selling it. So
yeah. I think some people, it's kind of crazy for the dealers too. You go to a lot of these shows and you'll see cards in these dealers' cases, and they're priced at 130% of comps, and they won't work off them, and they don't sell anything.
Yeah.
So it's a cool show and tell, but that's not how we do it, and that's why I sell a lot when we go to the shows too, because I'll have them priced, how it's supposed to be priced.
Yeah.
Because I mean.
You're there to make money.
Yeah, I want to buy and sell stuff. That's why we go to the shows.
Right.
So.
Yeah. What's the craziest collection that you've seen that someone just is it my friend Quinn?
He's got some crazy stuff. Yeah, he brought some crazy Jordans in. There's a guy that I've been dealing with down in Arizona. He's got some crazy, like the LeBron kabooms, like just a bunch of stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like anymore everyone's got really cool. My buddy Nate has the #1 Frank Gore collection in the world, which is pretty crazy. He lives here. So whenever I'm at shows, I'm always like hunting for him to, trying to find other one-of-ones. And yeah. So it's.
Do you have a card that you wish that you didn't sell?
Probably any of the Jordan rookies I've had. Yeah. I wish I wouldn't have sold those. Everything else, though, I mean, I don't know. I don't really get the, if I made money on it and, I wish I would have sold my Trey Lance stuff. That I got cooked on. But,
that's one of those risk reward things.
I still have one right. That's probably my biggest, didn't follow my own advice and sell into the hype ever. I had a Select XRC, which is a tie-dye. It was like a really rare auto out of 25 of him, PSA 10. And that year when he got hurt, the last one he played, like week 1, I got offered like $7,000 for it. I was into it for like $2,000, and I was like, no, I believe in him still.
That's the homer. You're a fan.
And then we played that Chicago game, and it was like the monsoon, and he didn't do anything. Then week 2, he plays against Seattle, and it looked all right, but then he broke his foot. Never played for us again. So I have that card still, which is fun to go back and look at every once in a while. Yeah.
Advice if someone's wanting to open up a shop. You've been in business now for quite a while. Most businesses fail within the first couple of years. So any advice that you can give?
Say just do your homework. I mean, especially in this industry, there's a lot of people that think it's going to be easy. It's not. It's a lot of hours. I love it, so it doesn't really feel like work, but the biggest thing is just being able to source your product. I mean, that's even now, I still work at that every day trying to get enough like Pokemon and the seal. The sports stuff's great, having the Topps account, so we get cases of most everything, which is nice. But yeah, I'd say just do your homework and be smart about what you buy and sell. That's the
and your travel schedule is insane.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. You're living out of a hotel.
Yeah, I've put a lot of miles on in the last year of shows. So yeah, we were just in Nashville a few weeks ago, and then we did the front row card show at the Cardinal Stadium in Arizona. That was probably my favorite show I've done. It was so cool. You're like on the field, in the stadium.
Yeah, you sent me a picture of it. It looks so cool.
It was awesome. And now we go to New York this next week for Fanatics Fest, which will be massive. It's about 20% card show, 80% is like everything else. They're going to have a ton of athletes, celebrities there. It's pretty cool. And then we get back from that and then go to Omaha for the road to the national show. And then we leave that Monday and go straight to Chicago for the national.
Wow.
So yeah, it'll be
Omaha in the middle of summer has got to be fantastic.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I bet it's gonna be pretty cool. You know? The good thing is inside it should be cool. So,
yeah. And the other thing I love about your business, as we walk through, I gave you a tour of our office, and you know we're really big into expanding, but in a vertical way. So it always has to. You know, like I'm not going to go start, you know, a car detailing business because I'm in real estate. That's what I do. So you've kind of expanded. You've made some partnerships, and you've got vending machines that sell packs all over town. And now you're expanding that. How'd you kind of get into that? That's super cool.
So I looked at it a long time ago, and it was crazy expensive for the machines, and I just kind of put it on the back burner. And then Kirk Dealer reached out to me. He's been a customer and a friend for a long time, and he's like, "Hey, I found a place that'll build these. Would you be interested in doing this?" And I was like, yeah. So we started about a year ago. We bought our first 2 machines, had them here in Billings, and they did really well right away. And then we kind of expanded. We're up to 13 right now. We've got 2 in Sydney, 2 in Helena. We're in, or 1 in Helena, 2 in Missoula. We've got a bunch right here in the Billings area, which is good. We've got them in the malls. But now we're going to go, going to Great Falls. And then we're actually going to start going out of state. So we're going to do North Dakota, I think probably 3 spots there. And then, you know, probably within the next year, the mall out of Missoula, they've got 70 nationwide. And they want, I don't know, we probably won't get to 70, but we're going to definitely put them in a lot of their spots.
That's when you get it, and then you're like, holy shit, how am I going to pull this off?
The biggest thing for me is like just finding enough product for this. Like, you know, that's like my daily thing now. I'm like, all right, I need to buy more sealed Pokemon and, you know. It's a lot of machines.
What sells best in those? The kids going to buy Pokemon?
In the malls, Pokemon's crazy, but we have a lot of them. We have them in like sports bars where that's still, you know, Diamond X, right? Yeah. There's kids in there. There's also families. And also, you know, we have them in casinos at Hooligans. So Sydney, hobby boxes sell really well because there's no shops up there. Right. So kind of just, and the cool thing is when you have it in a location for a while, you can kind of see what's selling and just kind of adapt. Like we know, in Sydney, the Pokemon didn't really move, like initially, and it's kind of picked up a little bit, but it's still primarily sports there. Yeah, so.
I bet you hockey does really well there.
Oh yeah, that was the first thing they said. They're like, multiple requests. Can we get hockey? And I was like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm a Sydney kid, so I understand their logic. Yeah, they didn't have hockey there when I was a kid, though.
And now it's like
huge.
Yeah.
We're gonna run through. So some little bit of rapid fire, what you like better, and if it's either a card or if you like this athlete personally better, or what you think. Okay. So when you're buying football or baseball for cards,
I probably prefer football. Yeah. To buy.
And you like to watch football better than baseball?
I mean, I don't know. I love my Niners and my Braves, so I watch. Well, I think probably football, I guess, but I watch a ton of Braves games too. So. I mean,
it's sucking right now.
Yeah, we bet it's been a hot start, but now it's been rough for a little bit.
Jordan or LeBron, either card or if you
Jordan
like
by a mile. Yeah, my kids are like, LeBron's the GOAT. I'm like, no, he's not.
We have the same conversation.
Yeah, these kids just don't get it. He's the GOAT of longevity. Yeah, you know, he's played for a long time, and yeah.
The GOAT of switching teams. Yeah,
I'm a Kobe guy. Jordan, Kobe, then LeBron for me.
Yeah. I love the you know, I know it's a business and players switch teams, but I just love a player when they play with one team forever. And I was thinking about this because I saw a reel, and it was one of my favorite athletes of all time, and I knew we were talking today. And when this player switched teams, because I'm a big Steelers fan, when Rod Woodson left and went to the Ravens, it broke my heart. Like it hurt my soul. Is there a player on one of your teams that did that to you? Probably Dansby.
That sucked when he left. And like, it's so I understand it's the business, right? Yeah. These guys, they only have a finite amount of time where they're going to get paid. So I get chasing it, but it sucks when your guys leave your team. You know, you're like, man. Like when Freddie left the Braves, that hurt too. That was a killer. I was like, man, that would hurt more than Dansby, honestly.
Yeah, that would hurt. I mean, you're a big Niner fan, but we were young when Montana left.
Yeah, that one. Even towards the end, like Rice bounced around a bunch of spots, but I get it. Like, you know, but I still, it's weird seeing Rice in like a Raiders card or like a Seahawks
with his cornrows.
Yeah, I'm like, get that away from me. Yeah. And then, like, I collect Montana stuff, but not in a Chiefs jersey. I'm like, no way.
Funny. What I would assume that Jordan cards are more valuable than LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron stuff's up
Doesn't
there, but
sell.
yeah, Jordan's definitely the top for basketball. Yeah.
Brady or Mahomes?
Well, Brady. Yeah. I like Mahomes too.
Card-wise or personally?
I mean, I've never met either of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'd probably just Brady for both. I mean, I don't know, Mahomes is probably pretty chill, I bet. But
Yeah. I love the way Brady plays and trains, but
Yeah.
Mahomes is fun to watch. Ohtani or Judge?
Ohtani. Ohtani's like, talk about a crazy athlete. Like, his market's insane, and I don't think it's slowing down. Like, his stuff is nuts. Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it.
No, I mean, we've never seen a baseball player like this.
No.
Everyone wants to compare him to like Babe Ruth, but I'm like, last year when Ohtani hit, he hit like 2 homers in the game and had like 6 innings,
Right.
no runs, and like 9 strikeouts. I'm like, that just doesn't happen.
And when people say that, I always say the talent level is a little different now than it was when Babe Ruth played.
Yeah.
He wasn't playing like the guys from the Dominican.
Yeah, definitely different. I mean, Babe had a great career, don't get me wrong, but I think Ohtani's, as of right now, he's probably going to go down as the best
I
ever,
think so.
which is crazy.
I think so. Well, we're going to end it. I have one question that I ask every guest, and we've got a tally going. Do you love to win or hate to lose more?
I hate to lose. Yeah, I would say that. I hate to lose more, yeah.
Yeah, and then we're finding more men hate to lose, and more women love to win.
Love to win.
And it's kind of the same thing, and I always explain it like I expect to win, and so I hate it when I lose.
Yeah.
So there's always a lesson to be learned. But where can people find you? Your shop's on
It's Broadwater.
Broadwater,
So,
yeah.
2059 Broadwater, Suite C, and then collector suite vending. We're all over the place.
absolutely.
So,
Where are you at on social media?
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook,
Okay.
all those.
And then September 5th, we have a card show coming up.
Yep, Billings Hotel and Convention Center. So the trade night will be that Friday, and then the show's Saturday from
Absolutely.
10 to 5. Yep.
Okay. Everybody go check it out. Thanks for tuning in.